Pretty Please, I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl sort of needs no introduction. At over 3 million views currently, the pilot animatic for a new Magical Girl show by the talented Kiana Con-Smith crash-landed into the internet, the absolute talk of the town. And I don't know how close we are to a full show getting made, but I have no doubt in my mind we'll be seeing more of Aika, Zira, and more from this show. So as a Magical Girl connoisseur myself, and in celebration of Magical Girl May, I thought it'd be fun to review I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl's pilot and what I'd like to see once the full show makes its way to us. Pretty Please, I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl is totally free to watch here on YouTube, and I'll have it linked in the description and the iCard in the corner. But as a quick recap, this is Aika. She's new here, is a magical girl, and doesn't want to be one. This is Zira. She's not a magical girl, but is a fan of the genre. This is Hoshi, Aika's magical mascot. And this is Eclipse, the funny villain so James-coded I hope he gets a companion to bounce off of in the full show. The first thing I want to mention is that, despite the name, this very much is a Magical Girl show. I've seen some discussion over I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl online, and it's clearly not a parody or deconstruction, despite what some seem to think. This is a bona fide Magical Girl show that is clearly made by fans of the genre who are smart enough to approach the many different tropes of these sorts of shows in both a tongue-in-cheek and completely sincere way. I think one of my favorite parts is the classic, overly serious yet also ludicrous villain that we see in Eclipse, with how he can't identify Aika when she isn't transformed and how he insists on calling her Star Guardian, Guardian of the Stars every time.
And the Sand Guardian, Guardian of the Sand. Poseidon quivers before him!
The whole pilot is overall pretty dang funny, and I hope it keeps that quick wit moving forward. As a pilot, it means plenty could change as the show entered proper production, but if there's anything I hope stays exactly the same in the full show, it's Aika's first transformation.
Triple gasp! Are you about to do a magical girl transformation? Oh.
This makes me fucking guffaw. On the topic of the humor, let's discuss I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl's intended audience. In general, it's very approachable for all Magical Girl fans regardless of age. But then suddenly we get a character casually dropping the word fuck.
Bruh, some kid got a perfect score on the quiz. The curve is fucked.
Aika is 15, which is young, but this art style makes her and the others look far younger, and there's a part of me that wonders if that was intentional. At the start of Sailor Moon, Usagi is actually younger than Aika at 14, but many assume Usagi to be an older teen, and I wonder if I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl's characters were designed to show just how weird it is to sexualize 15-year-olds that we see so often in anime, but it does also make the idea of more adult content feel out of place in this show. I think I'd like to see some sort of middle ground here, and based on the character art we've seen from Kiana on social media, it looks like stretching the characters so they don't seem so young is in the works already. And that really was my only major critique for this pilot. It is both sardonic and funny, while also charmingly oozing all the things we like about Magical Girl shows. While I had gripes about the proportions, the character designs across the board are smash hit iconic already. Aika, both in and out of transformation, is instantly recognizable with her clean color palette and signature star-shaped hair that lands her directly alongside the likes of Usagi. I especially like how her locks look like the tails of shooting stars when transformed, and her whole dress is so perfectly Magical Girl TM that it's got me wanting to get better at designing magical outfits myself. The whole cast so far is very standout, and it leaves me chomping at the bit for more Magical Girls to join. You gotta have a team of friends to join you on a magical adventure, especially when your characters look this good, and I especially look forward to the idea of Zira becoming a Magical Girl herself. Her palette would probably match her normal attire and be predominantly purple and green, but I had the idea of her braids transforming into cute pink heart shapes, and I just also really liked that idea. And of course, it shouldn't be ignored how nice it is seeing a show spearheaded by a woman of color, featuring a main cast that finally lets girls of different skin tones than just white play in the spotlight. All the more reason I fully hope this show gets picked up. I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl approaches the genre in a fun new way, asking one of the major questions we all let ourselves ignore more often than not. When do you stop being a magical girl? And it's done a great job leaving the viewer aching for answers beyond that one question. Where is Aika from? Why is she so weird? I'm currently under the assumption she's not even from Earth. Why doesn't she want to be a magical girl anymore? What's the villains' plan here? I want to know more, and I look forward to getting the chance to make a review of the full show once we get it. Because I truly do believe I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl is more than a flash in the pan. So I wish upon a star that we see more of Aika, Zira, and Hoshi soon.
Ah! Oh no, I'm late for school again! Man, why am I running? I'm not even late.
This kid looks a lot like you.
You think so? He looks pathetic.
That's what she means!